So the Batman has a story that revolves around the Wayne family, so it would make sense that in a movie exploring Bruce Wayne's family history, we would get an Easter egg to the infamous alleyway killing of Thomas and Martha Wayne. But I never expected them to actually show the killer in the movie, much less have Bruce Wayne actually interact with him. Let me explain how this interaction teases a major plot point for the second film. As well, let's just talk about Joe Chill being in canon. So the appearance of the man who kills Bruce Wayne's parents comes in the mayor's funeral scene. It's when Bruce walks into the building and is walking down the aisle when he stops idly next to a stranger who is remarking on how the mayor was the scum of the earth and such things. Now, the conversation between Bruce and this man isn't particularly elusive to this man being Joe Chill being the man who killed Thomas and Martha Wayne in the comics, but it's the tail end of the conversation that alludes to him being the murderer when the man looks up at Bruce and asks, "Do I know you?" right before Bruce is then pulled off by Bella Real. But what is very interesting is that as Bruce is walking away, Bruce looks over his shoulder at the man, suspicious of him, like he's asking the same question to himself if he knows that man. And as Bruce gives the suspicious look, we see the man disappear under a dark blanket of shadow, almost like he was disappearing into the night, like that night in the alleyway, because we know in the movie that it's mentioned that the Wayne's murderer was never caught. Now, if I'm right about this, then the implications are earth-shattering for the second Batman film. Check this out. In the comics, Batman discovered that Joe Chill was the man who killed his parents, and as such, he then reveals his identity to Chill in a fit of rage. Chill goes on to fall back to surrounding Gotham affiliations in hopes they would protect him from the Batman, but by doing so, he admitted that by killing Bruce's parents, he kind of created the Batman. Those affiliations then gunned him down, but this means that since Joe Chill's been introduced in the Batman movie, the second movie could see Batman reveal his identity like he did, but this time Chill tells everyone when he escapes from Batman. And then we get a Spider-Man No Way Home kind of plot for this second Batman film where everyone knows who Batman is. Director Matt Reeves said that this Batman trilogy is an origin story for a bunch of villains from Batman's massive rogues gallery. What better way to bring out those rogues than reveal to the world that Batman is Bruce Wayne? And in the comics, there's a villain named Hush with a deep tie to Bruce Wayne, being that Thomas Wayne saved Hush's mother's life after he was in a car accident caused by Hush when he was just a little boy. Hush has hated Thomas Wayne ever since, but was best friends with Bruce Wayne as a kid, so when Thomas was killed, Hush's resentment passed on to the only living Wayne, Bruce. And we know that these Batman movies will be detective stories. Hush is a really big Batman detective story. And if Batman's identity is revealed in the second movie, we could see Hush make a dart for Bruce almost immediately, and that could prompt a more direct hero versus villain story in this second film that this first film stayed away from doing. Hey, you made this far, you might as well subscribe to Brain Rotters if you're new, as well as hitting that bell for notifications so you don't miss another video just like this one as well. God bless. Hush's involvement could prompt a further character study on Bruce as well, developing his backstory a little bit more, exploring the childhood friendships that Bruce had, and even understanding the effect that it had on Alfred too. Thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. What are your thoughts on my theory? Was Joe Chill in the Batman movie, or was he just a stranger? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll see you guys there. Take care, everyone, and have a great rest of your day. God bless.